I find with a lot of dogs that they don't like to come too close into the front position. There's a lot of spatial pressure, frontal pressure, so a lot of the dogs tend to want to sit back just a little bit. I'm not talking about a rock sit. That's where a dog comes up and sits and rocks back into the sit. These are dogs that do a nice come up sit, but they just don't want to be too close, and I would like them to be a little bit closer. So I'm going to show you what I do to teach my dogs to feel comfortable coming up nice and close in a front position. And this is Sparks, he's going to be my helper. You can do this with small dogs as well. You just need to get down. As with most situations with small dogs, you just need to get down a little bit, bend your knees, keep your back straight, and work with your small dog. Small dogs don't have a focal point of my mouth as my medium to larger sized dogs do. Their focal point is usually somewhere around the waist area or the knees. But if you want them to come closer, you can still, work towards at least the beginning part of this video. You can do the same thing. Before I release Sparks, I want to show you, I'm going to be using a strip of food, which is, this is string cheese. And I like to use the strip so I don't have to keep reloading. I can just let him have little bits off the strip. Break, boy. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get my dog comfortable that I can touch the back of their head and give them a treat. So it's touch, treat, touch, treat. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to give them, I'm going to overemphasize what I want right now. So I'm going to be working to the extreme. I've done this with both Pounce, Remy, and Sparks, and all of them have had the same training. When it comes to doing fronts, I have a really nice position. They're not hitting me. They were all sitting back a little bit more than I wanted. That's why I did this training with them, and so it really helped to enhance a nice come up front. So here we go again. Now what I'm going to do is open my legs so that I have a nice chute to bring Sparks into, and I'm going to touch the back of his head here, and I'm going to bring this tree for him to look at, and I'm just going to ask him, come up, 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 come up, 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 come on up, up, up. Good. And I'm just holding the back. I'm not putting, I'm not pushing, I'm not using pressure. It's just, I'm guiding him. Okay, good boy. Now, with, this doesn't happen quite as quickly as you're seeing. The dogs don't feel always comfortable coming up so close. So I do a lot of encouraging. Come up, 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 come up, 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 up. Good. And then once I get that nice tuck up, 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 come up, come up. Good, come on up, up, come on. Get it. Good, come on up, good. Then, come on up. Good, that's perfect. So you can see where my feet are, hopefully, and I'm keeping them so that his back feet are staying in nice and close as well. Okay, so I'm making sure I keep his head straight when I'm doing this and getting him comfortable in this position. Good boy. So once I achieve that, then what I'm going to do is not have the treat right at his face. I'm going to have it right here, and I'm going to not use this guiding hand anymore. Okay, come up, 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 up. Good, up. Yay, good. And I just bring it down and give him the treat. And then the next step is where I've got to get rid of my hands, of course, and my focal point is going to be my mouth. So I'm going to put the cheese up here, and I can leave a little bit out for him to see. I can use blowing noises to get him to come up. Come up, up, come on up, up. Yes, good boy. And from there, I'm just going to have the cheese in my mouth, hands at my side, but my feet are still open as a chute for him to come into. Okay, come on, front, up, up. Come on up, 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 come on. Yay, good. So I'll show you a side view so you can see how close he is. Sit. Good, wait. Front, up, up. Nice, very nice. Get it, good boy. And now I'll just finish with one of his fronts and what it would look like when I don't have the chute available and I'm just standing in a formal front position with my hands at my side. So I'm going to throw him a treat out. I'm going to reinforce the front focal point up here. Ready, ready, ready. Get it, get it, get it. Good. Front. Very nice. Perfect. Get it. Good boy. So that shows you that even though I've trained him to come in nice and close and nice and tight, his front position with my feet closed was exactly the distance that I'm looking for. So this is just something that you can try if you find that your dogs are just, backing off a little bit in front position. And also, if you have small dogs, just start this position, just get them close. A lot of small dogs don't want to come close, and that's why we don't have the focal point up here, because if they have to come up and look up at the face, then they have to sit back to be able to see your face. But the initial training of getting them to come up nice and tight in between your feet is perfect. And again, if you have a rock back sit, then that's something that you have to fix before you start doing front training. Okay, thank you, Sparks.